We are ready to start. That's the whistle, and we're underway. Number 22, Jalen Phillips on the ball for the Hound Dogs. Plays it up to Logan Strong, deflected. Logan is able to get back to the ball. Morris. Ben Schumacher comes in, dislodges. Liam Nelson tries to steal it away. Nelson's able to win it. Nelson carrying down the line, makes a move to get around. Number 24, that's Layden Brown defending. Nelson carrying all the way into the top of the box, plays it across. Loose ball, back to Perigin. Perigin gets it to Clevenger. Back to Perigin in the top of the box. Swept away by number 18, that's Darren Dummett. And loose ball goes in. Bennett Thomas, I believe, scored the goal. All right, Cougars take the 1-0 lead, 39-30 on the official clock. Restart a play over here to number 17, Freitas. Strong carrying to the sideline, Max Anredder defending. Strong still on the ball, comes across the middle, Perigin checks him. Strong is able to stay on the ball, looking for an option to pass. Strong plays it through, stolen by Perigin. Perigin gets chipped, stays on the ball, looks down the line for Nelson on the connection. Big tackle by Dummett. And out of play, throw in for the Cougars. Liam Nelson there to take the throw. Plays it into the box. Clevenger on the run. Clevenger gets a touch on it, tries to redirect to the goal. And it's knocked out of play by the keeper. That's Eddie Gonzalez in the goal for the Hound Dogs. It's a corner kick for the Cougars. Heavy wind today. The wind is going south to north, so it's going across the field. Ball played across, goes all the way over the top and out on the end line. It'll be a throw on the far side for the Hound Dogs. Into Reyes. Bennett Thomas comes in, deflects. It's out the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Figueroa takes the goal kick. Perigin gets the first touch. Loose ball over to Freitas. Nelson comes to challenge. Ball played to the drop. Back to Freitas on the line. Ball makes a move up ahead. Dole's able to get a deflection. Perigin gets back to the ball, gets it to Anredder on the ground. Anredder through the middle to Ben Schumacher, can't control the touch. Stolen by Jalen Phillips in the middle. Phillips looking for an option as Schumacher comes to challenge. Keaton Morris on the ball. Ben Schumacher comes, pokes it to Nelson. Nelson's out in front. Has Dummett coming to challenge. Nelson, nice move to get to the edge. Takes the shot across. And Bennett Thomas almost swept it in. It'll be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Denzel Figueroa taking the goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Played into the middle. Dole wins it up to Perigin. Perigin turns to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to turn in the middle. Thomas there gets a touch ahead. Loose ball at the top of the box. Clevenger wins it. Deflected to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher wins the challenge back to Ben. Ben sweeps through on the ball and poked away by the Hound Dogs. Back to Clevenger at the top. Clevenger looking for space. Over to Perigin. Challenge for the ball. Perigin's able to track it back. Perigin finds the space on the far side, makes a hezzy. Poked away by Phillips, and foul called on the Hound Dogs. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars from about 30 out. Nelson, Perigin, and Clevenger discussing it over the ball as the ref sets the wall. Clevenger there with his left takes the low ball into the wall. Over to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher sweeps it to Ben on the far side, or on the near side. Poked into the middle to Thomas. Up to Phillips. Phillips sweeps it away to Anredder on the back line. Anredder back to Dole. Dole settles, plays it across. Strong, aggressive play. Deflects it, but can't control. Back into possession for the Cougars. Nelson drops back to Anredder. Dole back to Anredder. Anredder switches the field to Meningus. Meningus makes a good touch over the top in the center circle. Meningus pokes it to the far side for Hamlin. Hamlin sends it into the top of the box. Perigin's there, chips it over. Falls to Thomas. Thomas trying to find space, back heel to Clevenger. Clevenger through to Perigin if he's on, but he's not. And it'll be a free kick for the Hound Dogs. Ball sent in the middle of the field, gets over the first line. Logan Strong there on the ball. Being defended by Meningus. Brandon Schumacher steps in, wins the tackle. Phillips sweeps it away. Schumacher gets it up to Perigin. Perigin on the run, plays it through to Clevenger. Clevenger there, ball settles for him, takes the shot, and gets the goal. And the Cougars take the 2-0 lead. Clock. .32:56 on the official clock. We're ready to restart play. Number 22, Jalen Phillips there, drops it back to the midfield. Stolen by Perigin. Perigin on the attack. Carried to the far side. Perigin back heel, defended by Figaro. And cleared out of play on the far side. It'll be a throw for the Cougars. Back to Clevenger. Aurora is able to pound it off of Clevenger's foot. It'll be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Ball into play. Played into the middle. First touch is heavy. Clevenger comes on the loose ball. Clevenger finds it. Gets it to Perigin. Perigin chasing to the sideline. Perigin makes the fakes, able to turn. Gets through the first challenge, makes another man miss. Into the box, plays it across. Deflected away by the Hound Dogs. And corner kick for the Cougars. Hudson Clevenger over to take the corner on the far side. Clevenger spinning ball all the way back to the top of the box. Perigin takes the strike off the half volley and sends it way over the goal. It will be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. That ball may go on to Main Street. And we'll restart with the goal kick. 31 minutes remaining here in the first half. Cougars leading 2-0. Hound Dogs played out of the back. Dumb it into the middle for number 19, that's Reyes. In the middle of the field, connects to Strong. Strong chips it forward. Throw in by the Hound Dogs. It's out of play. Goal kick for the Cougars. Michael Perigin there to take the goal kick. Driving ball to the center circle. Hound Dogs first to touch. That's 18, Dummett. Sent in the air by number 28, Morris. Perigin wins the header. Logan Strong comes to challenge. Anredder's there. Plays it down the line. Challenged for the ball by Morris. He's able to win it. Plays it in to 17, Freitas. Ben Schumacher comes in on the challenge. Strong stays on the ball. Dole and Schumacher double. Strong tries to get through. Dole is able to scoop it away. Over to Anredder. Anredder smartly plays it out the sideline to reset. Ball in play to Phillips. Phillips ships it over the top into the box, and Stewart is there to grab it for the Cougars. Stewart punts it away to the middle of the field. Clevenger first to touch, gets it off the foot and then chest. Phillips chips it away, but Clevenger gets back to it, cuts it to Perigin. Perigin tracks back for the ball. Into possession. Perigin carries across, plays it over the top for Thomas to chase. Looks like it's going to be too heavy, and that's out the end line. It will be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Benzo Figueroa back to take the goal kick. Top spinning ball to the near side. Freitas plays it back into the middle for Keaton Morris. Morris plays it down the line. It stays in play. Anredder's there to receive. Back to Dole. Dole finds Schumacher on the pivot. He's able to turn. Schumacher carrying across, looking to switch the field. Not enough on it as it's stolen away. Hamlin's able to win it back. And foul called on Hamlin will be a free kick for the Hound Dogs. Phillips takes the free kick up to Strong. Strong heavy on the touch as Hamlin chases over the sideline. Strong gets there first, makes a touch to the sideline, plays it across the middle. Floating ball. Anredder comes up to win it, plays it to Perigin. Perigin gets through the first challenge out with some room in front. Plays a heavy ball through. Dummett settles on the back line. Play to the sideline. Perigin steals. Perigin takes the long shot as the keeper's out and can't get it on frame. Goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Eddie Gonzalez in the goal for the Hound Dogs. Figaro back to take the goal kick again. Hard ball to the far side. Thomas gets the first touch. Phillips is able to play it back to Figaro. Figaro heavy on the touch to the sideline and out of play. It will be a throw in for the Cougars on the far side. Bennett Thomas takes the throw into Perigin. He's in the box. Loose ball. Perigin gets back to it. Hound Dogs are able to chip it away. Nelson to the ball, plays it across the middle for Clevenger, sweeps it back to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher pokes it back to Nelson. Nelson, good job tracking back to receive it. Looking for an option, plays it back into Schumacher on the pivot. Schumacher carrying forward, makes a move to the top, takes the shot, and sends it over the goal. Goal kick for the Hound Dogs. $25:50 to play. 25:30 to play, I'm sorry. Hound Dogs played out of the back. Thomas steals on the far side, carrying to the middle, plays it across to Perigin. Perigin settles, fakes the shot as Figaro comes in and challenges. Ball swept away to Nelson at the top. Nelson carries to the near side, looking to get through the double, gets through, takes the shot with his left, deflected. Thomas chasing, and Figaro's there to clear it away. Phillips back to the ball, but Perigin steals. Perigin far post. And Eddie Gonzalez is there to make the save for the Hound Dogs. Punted back to the middle of the field. Hamlin gets a touch with his knee to get it back in the middle. Number 27, Mario Jimenez on the challenge. Strong comes back to win it for the Hound Dogs. Brandon Schumacher defending, drop to Phillips. Phillips switching the field to the near side for Morris. Anrider comes on the challenge. Over to 17, Freitas. Freitas drops it back to 24 on the back line, Brown. Nelson comes to play Brown. Left for Reyes, as Reyes plays it in. Heavy on the first touch, Ben Schumacher comes in to steal. Schumacher plays it through, deflected by Figaro. Back to the middle for Phillips. Brandon Schumacher steals it away. Schumacher carrying across, plays on the ground to Thomas on the far side. Being defended by Helgerson. Thomas is able to win the challenge and out of play, throw in for the Cougars. Into the middle, Ben Schumacher wins it. Trying to get an angle, swept away by the Hound Dogs. Strong tracks back to win it. Strong plays the through ball, gets through the first line. Dole patiently lets it come back into the box. And miscommunication by the back line. Played over the top. And all the way back to the goal for Gonzalez. Ball into the middle of the field. Schumacher able to settle. Schumacher drops back to Meningas. Meningas plays it through to Perigin. Perigin turns, has a lot of room out front. Clevenger on the run. Plays it on the ground to Clevenger. Lets it roll and swept away by Dummett. It will be a corner kick for the Cougars. .23 minutes to play in the first half. Cougars leading 2-0. Clevenger sends the low ball in. Thomas is there, cleared into the air. Figaro heads it away. All the way back to Clevenger on the far side. Clevenger plays it across the middle for Perigin. He has room in front. Perigin makes the move, takes the shot from 30. Deflected. Schumacher's there for the finish. And Ben Schumacher finishes the goal. And the Cougars take the 3-0 lead. .22:18 on the official clock. Cougars leading 3-0. Hound Dogs will restart play with Phillips and Strong in the center circle. Phillips taps it for Strong to carry. Strong plays the three-toe through to number 17, Freitas. Back to Strong at the top. Brandon Schumacher comes on the challenge. Ben Schumacher pokes it away. Strong still there. Strong left-footed striker plays it with his left, but over the top. And it will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Dole plays it to the far side over to Thomas. Thomas settles. Back to Kason Hamlin. Hamlin tries to play it over the top, deflected off of Jimenez, out of play for a throw for the Cougars. Kason Hamlin down the line. Phillips and Perigin there. Perigin wins it on the ground. Perigin's able to get through with room in front, carrying down the line. Looking across the middle. Perigin cuts it back. Makes a move to the end line. Perigin's still on the ball. Jimenez is able to sweep it away. Perigin tracks back, but gets called for the hold, and it'll be a free kick for the Hound Dogs. Restart of play. Back to the middle of the field. Strong's there, is able to settle. Strong with some space as he dribbles down to the middle. Ben Schumacher gets the poke away, but Strong stays on. Strong carrying to the near side. Schumacher chases, gets the shoulder barge. Strong still on the ball. Meninga steps up. Strong trying to find the position, takes the shot, and sends it way over the goal. It's a lot of effort from Logan Strong, resulting in a goal kick for the Cougars. Gavin Dole takes the goal kick again, plays it to the far side, stolen by the Hound Dogs into the attack. Dole's there to recover. Hamlin goes down, takes Jimenez down with him. Lucky to not get a foul call on that. Dole plays it down the line for Hamlin. Hound Dogs steal, play it ahead to number 27, Jimenez. Brandon Schumacher in front defending. Jimenez plays it down the line. Hamlin's there to steal. Hamlin again plays it into Jimenez's chest. Strong and Meningas fight for the ball. Meningas was stronger and won the challenge. Up to Thomas, leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger with room in front. Clevenger over the top for Nelson. Nelson gets the touch and gets fouled. And goal kick ruled for the challenge. Eddie Gonzalez, the keeper, came up to the top of the box. Nelson had an open goal, just couldn't put the right pace on it. Ball played back to the middle of the field. Meningas steps up, plays it on the ground, stolen by Strong. Over to Phillips. Phillips in the center circle, trying to find possession. Meningas steps in. Phillips grabs it with his hand and told on himself. Whistle is blown for the handball. Perigin there to take the free kick, plays it into the air. Dummett knocks it down. Up to Phillips. Perigin steals. Up to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher turns, gets it to Perigin off the back foot, though, and Perigin can't control it. Gets it over to Thomas on the far side. Thomas turns to the edge. Gets one more step, plays it across. Number 21, Joshua Gonzalez, sweeps it away, and it's a throw-in for the Cougars on the far side. Perigin over there for the throw. Looking for an option, plays it through to Thomas. Thomas heads it to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher trying to get it down into possession, drops it back. Ball on the far side, plays it all the way back to the back line. Nixon Meningas there, switches it to Dole. Dole on the ground to Clevenger. Clevenger gets a touch, can't control. Swept away by the Hound Dogs. Into the middle of the field, Brandon Schumacher's there trying to find his feet. Stolen by Reyes. Schumacher fighting for it. Strong's on the ball. Strong to the far side as Hamlin chases. Schumacher coming on the double. Strong still on the ball, being defended by Brandon Schumacher. Drop back to 27, Jimenez. Jimenez back into the middle. Dole's there, sweeps it away. High into the air. Clevenger gets a touch, flipped over the top. Clevenger stays on the ball, settles it with his chest, carrying down the far side. Clevenger holds up play, cuts it back into the middle, plays it across, swept away by Figueroa. And over the far side of possession for Jimenez. Into the middle for Reyes, back to the back line, number 25, Helgerson. Hound Dog still on the ball, played on the ground to Strong. Ben Schumacher comes on the challenge from behind. Strong carries to the top, takes it with his right, and pretty close to the frame, but over the top, and another goal kick for the Cougars. 16:30 left to play here in the first half. Cougars leading 3-0. Gavin Dole plays it into the middle of the field. Up to Clevenger. Clevenger wins it with his chest, gets it to Perigin. Perigin plays it through for Thomas. Figueroa gets a touch to the far side, and Helgerson's there. Plays it down the line. Thomas deflects. It's out of play. It'll be a throw for the Hound Dogs. Reyes plays it down to Helgerson. Knocked out of play, and it'll be a throw for the Hound Dogs. Throw in stolen by Clevenger. Plays it across the middle. Nobody's there. Dummett wins it. Plays it on the ground. Up to Strong. Strong connects. Plays it through for number 17, Freitas. Swept away by the Cougars. Hamlin, good ball in the middle to Perigin. Perigin through to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to one-touch as he saw the goalie creeping up, but Gonzalez dropped back and was able to scoop it up easily. Heavy winds here. We'll try not to blow away. Ball into the middle of the field. Phillips there plays it to the far side for number 19. That's Sante Reyes. It's out of play throw for the Cougars. Hamlin to Perigin. Perigin tries to turn, keeps it in play. Phillips steals. Plays it through on the ground to Logan Strong. Strong drop back. Brandon Schumacher there to steal. Plays it over to Perigin. Perigin, good touch into space. Perigin on the run. Plays it through for Clevenger. Good ball to Clevenger at the top. And Dummett's there, sweeps it away to the end line. Will be a corner kick for the Cougars. Hudson Clevenger over to take the corner on the far side. 14 minutes to play here in the first. Cougars leading 3-0. Perigin on the far side of the field, or the far side of the goal. Ball through. Liam Nelson's there to win it. Plays it to the near side for Perigin. Perigin makes a dribble move, gets to the edge. Cuts it back, looking to get to his right foot. Still carrying across, plays it all the way across. And swept away by the Hound Dogs. Ben Schumacher tracks back, drops it to Dole. Dole back in the middle for Perigin. Perigin finds Ben Schumacher. Schumacher to Thomas. Thomas back to Ben. Ben into the box. Makes a move, cuts it back. Kicked away by the Hound Dogs. And all the way back to the back line for Anredder. Max Anredder has time, plays it to Perigin as he comes to check. Perigin gets it over to Meningus in the middle. Meningus, good touch. Carries to take space, finds Brandon Schumacher on the pivot. Schumacher steps over the ball, is able to get back to it. Drops it to Meningus. Meningus, good read as he plays it into Clevenger. Clevenger settles, looking to turn. Has Perigin on the run through the middle. Clevenger cuts it back across, plays it all the way to the near side for Anredder. Anredder taking space. Anredder fires the shot. Good ball off the crossbar. And out of play. Goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Good strike by Max Anredder, nearly putting in that first goal of the year. He's got some opportunities the last couple games to take that space, doing a nice job getting those shot opportunities. Ball to the near side, lost out of bounds by the Hound Dogs. The Cougars have the throw. Anrider plays it down the line to Perigin. Played over the top by the Hound Dogs. Perigin's there to steal. Perigin into the box, driving downhill. Gets a touch, but Figueroa comes in and sweeps it away. Clevenger back to the ball. Gets through the tackle. Clevenger turns. Plays it into the middle for Thomas. Thomas settles. Trying to turn. Thomas gets to the edge. Plays the tough shot to the near post. And can't get it on frame. Goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Under 12 to play here in the first half. Denzel Figueroa there to take the goal kick. Plays it short to Dummett. Back into the middle. Perigin gets the first touch up to Clevenger. Clevenger sweeps it to Thomas. Thomas into the box, takes the shot, and just chips it over. Will be another goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Sub coming in the game for the Hound Dogs, number 19, Sante Reyes, subbing out. That's number 27, Mario Jimenez, back in the game for the Hound Dogs. Ball played to the far side. Into the middle for Strong. Perigin's there to steal for the Cougars. Perigin on the ground at Clevenger at the false 9. Plays it to Schumacher on the run. Schumacher looks through to Thomas. Schumacher played a little behind. Thomas couldn't get to it. Stolen away by the Hound Dogs. Thomas tracking back, wins it over to Perigin. Perigin clears to space, gets the advantage call. Perigin looking across the middle. Fakes, drops back to Thomas. Thomas back to Perigin, tries to get through. Perigin into the box, sets up the shot. Good save by Gonzalez. Clevenger on the volley. Can't get it on frame. Goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Figueroa to the middle of the field. Then Schumacher tries to settle with his chest. Dole's there on the back to win it. Dole chips it to Schumacher. Then Schumacher tracking back, gets it to Meningas. Meningas has time, plays it through to the middle, but off the target. Phillips deflects it over to number 28, Keaton Morris. To the far side for Joshua Gonzalez. Brandon Schumacher steps in, deflects, gets back to Phillips. Perigin steals. Perigin has Clevenger on the run, tries to chip it over to him. Clevenger's on, settles it with his chest, cuts it back. Figueroa there defending, finds Perigin at the top. Perigin one more touch and finds the open goal and scores the goal, Michael Perigin, and the Cougars lead 4-0. Restart of play. Phillips plays it to the near side. Number 17, Freitas, plays it ahead. Anrider's there to steal. Anrider sweeps it through to Ben Schumacher. Phillips comes in on the challenge. Anrider wins it back, gets it to Perigin. Perigin in the center, makes a move to space. Plays it through for Thomas. Thomas gets a touch with his hip but can't control. Thomas works back to the ball. And stolen by the Hound Dogs. Played back into the middle to Keaton Morris. Morris looking to turn, plays it ahead. Ben Schumacher there to steal. Schumacher looking to find space. Gets the drop back to Dole. Dole back to Ben Schumacher on the pivot. He's able to turn. Schumacher cuts it back. Looking up ahead, gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger takes the strike from deep and gets through Gonzalez. And the Cougars score again. Hudson Clevenger. The Cougars lead 5-0. .8:24 on the official clock. Bennett Thomas subbing out as Ruben Brake makes his first appearance of the game. Restart of play. Phillips on the ball, gets it to Strong. Brandon Schumacher defending. Strong gets through, takes the shot, and sends it over the goal. Goal kick for the Cougars. Gavin Dole back to take the goal kick. Dole plays it to the far side. Hamlin wasn't ready. Goes past him. Throw in for the Hound Dogs. Into Phillips. Perrigin's there to steal. Perrigin cuts it back. Nice tricky play down the line, but loses it out of play. It will be a throw in for the Hound Dogs. Inbounded to Strong. Brandon Schumacher defending. Strong all the way back to midfield. He's able to turn. Into Phillips. Phillips gets the touch through Perrigin. Phillips out ahead. Cuts it back, plays it across the middle. Freitas there, chips it in, and Stewart's there to scoop it up. Stewart throws it out to the near side. Touched by Landon Brown, but controlled by the Cougars. Over to Brandon Schumacher, up to Perrigin. Perrigin has plenty of room, looking for break on the run. Up ahead to Liam Nelson, and he takes the shot with his left off the target. Goal kick for the Cougars, or for the Hound Dogs. Eddie Gonzalez back to take the goal kick. He's actually going to roll it up to Dummett. Dummett takes the kick to the near side for Freitas. Anrider comes in, wins the header forward. Ball sent into the air by Brown. Brown gets back to it, chips it over the top for Freitas. Anrider is able to get back into position. Freitas drops it to Phillips in the middle. Phillips switching the field to the far side. Heavy touch in the middle. Brandon Schumacher's there to steal. Plays it over to Break. Break back in the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher can't control the touch, and Phillips steals. Up ahead to Strong. Strong has some space as Hamlin's defending. Meningus comes on the double. Strong gets to his left, takes the shot, rolling through, and still rolling. Loose ball. Freitas drops it back to Phillips. Phillips takes the strike off the mark.
Good job, defense.
And the Cougars are able to hold. Goal kick for the Cougars. Gavin Dole there to take the goal kick to the far side, over top of Break, all the way to past midfield and out of play, throw in for the Hound Dogs. Back in the middle of the field, Brandon Schumacher's there, chips it across the middle. Foul called on, or handball, I guess, called on the Hound Dogs. It'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Perrigin there to take the kick. Perrigin driving ball to the middle, gets Clevenger. Clevenger's able to turn. Thought about the half foul. He decided to scoop it down, and the Hound Dogs are able to clear. Back to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher chips it over the top for Perrigin on the run. Perrigin, good touch, takes the shot. Deflected by the Hound Dogs. Over to the far side. Break sends it back in, and settled by Dummett. Dummett plays it up ahead. Brandon Schumacher gets the touch. Schumacher takes the shot, deflected again. Liam Nelson there at the top. Nelson, fancy feet, plays it back all the way to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher fakes the shot, sets it up, takes the shot, just again deflected by the Hound Dogs. Clevenger dropped back to Gavin Dole. Dole switches the field over to Hamlin. Hamlin settles it down with his chest. Hamlin through the middle. And stolen away by the Hound Dogs. Back in the middle for Strong. Hamlin's there to win it. Hamlin touches across. Strong steals. Ben Schumacher chases back. Dole defending. Strong gets the bridge touch. Dole's able to shield. Dole turns, plays it on the ground to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher turns with space in the middle, finds Hudson Clevenger. Clevenger up to Perrigin. Perrigin on the 1-2 to Clevenger on the run. Clevenger gets through the first challenge, and Dummett's there to scoop it away. Ribbon break comes in. Dummett still on the ball, plays it back into the middle. Phillips and Schumacher challenge. Ben Schumacher wins it back to Meningus. Meningus through the middle, deflected over to Nelson. Nelson chips it to Clevenger. Clevenger tracks back to win the ball. Challenged by Sante Reyes. Over to Keaton Morris. Played up ahead. Back in the middle for Ben Schumacher. Phillips comes on the tackle and wins it. Ben Schumacher wins it back through Strong's feet. Phillips wins it back in the center. Plays it through for Freitas. Anritter pressuring and is able to win it off of, actually it's a corner kick for the Hound Dogs. Off of Anritter. 2:30 to play here in the first half. Cougars leading 5-0. Number 22, Jalen Phillips, the junior midfielder, taking a corner kick for the Hound Dogs. Driving ball in. Ben Schumacher is able to get the head on it to clear it. Back into the top. Number 27, Jimenez, takes the shot, but off the target. And goal kick for the Cougars. 2 minutes to play. Goal takes the restart over to Perigin on the far side. Perigin has a lot of room up front. He'll carry. Clevenger is making the run. Perigin through the midfield, still on the ball. Plays it through to Clevenger at the top. Clevenger gets a touch with his left, sweeps through with his right. Deflected by Eddie Gonzalez in the goal. Falls to Break. Break chips it back into the middle. Dummett tries to sweep it away, deflected by Perigin. Up to Reyes. Reyes gets through to Phillips. Ben Schumacher comes back to challenge. Back to Reyes. Ball played over to the near side. Strong's there to connect. Logan Strong being defended by Anritter across the middle. Strong gets a touch. Meningus defending. Dole comes back to help. Strong gets to his left foot. And Meningus gets the deflection out of play. It will be a corner kick for the Hound Dogs. Phillips over on the far side to take the corner. Good spinning ball in. It's loose. Meningus sweeps away with his left. Up to Clevenger. Clevenger has a lot of room in front. Clevenger carries. Being challenged by number 24, Brown. Played over the top for Nelson. Nelson's there. Has one man defending. That's Dummett. Gets the touch. Nelson gets through the challenge. Nelson chips it back to Perigin. 12 seconds remaining in the half. Deflected by Perigin. Ben Schumacher comes up to challenge. Gets a touch ahead. Schumacher fakes the strike. Still on the ball. Schumacher there. And takes the shot after the buzzer. No goal. No goal on that play. So we go to halftime 5-0. All right, we'll take an audio break here and be back. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock. Be back for the start of the second half. All right, we are back. 40 minutes on the clock, ready to start the second half. Cougars have the ball going west to east. The wind is blowing kind of southeast to northwest. And we're underway to start the second. Schumacher back to Dole. Dole over to Ben Schumacher. Back to Anretter. Anretter playing that left fullback position, gets it up to Liam Nelson. Nelson trying to stay in control, makes a move, gets past. Nelson into the attack, gets into the box. Nelson carrying across, plays the shot over the top. And goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Restart a play. Keeper plays it short. Oh, I guess we could be live right now. Ball's played to the far side. Nelson steals. Plays it high into the air. Brown plays it forward. Perigin steals. Strong tracks back, wins it away from Perigin. Strong carrying across the middle. Brandon Schumacher comes to defend. Clevenger helps. Clevenger gets the touch, carries to the near side wide. Over the top for Thomas. Figueroa's there, gets a head on it. Thomas trying to fight for position. Cleared away, but to the top for Perigin. Perigin scoops it across, chips it over to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher cuts it through. Schumacher one more touch into the box, chips it in, and the keeper's able to get on top of it to make the save. Gonzalez punts it away into the middle of the field, bounces over the first line. Hamlin's there to judge it, settles it with his chest, plays it into the air. Clevenger and Thomas come on the challenge. Ball's loose to Thomas. Thomas turns, makes the fake, gets it to Perigin. Perigin through to Clevenger. Clevenger takes the shot and just got a little on top of the ball, rolled it off the far post. Will be a goal kick for the Hound Dogs. Figueroa back to take the goal kick again. The Hound Dogs have their backs really spread out, but they're not using them. This time they are. Played all the way to the near side. Into the middle for 18, Dummett. Played across the middle. Anretter steps, gets a touch. Phillips heads it down. Perigin comes on the challenge, gets a touch. Perigin into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, and Michael Perigin scores the goal. Cougars take the 6-0 lead.
Go Dogs!
Restart a play. Ball played to the far side. Anretter clips it away. Ball back into play. Played into the middle. Strong's there. Ben Schumacher in front defending. Anretter's there to help. Strong is able to make the turn. Dole comes to cover. Strong plays it back. Stolen by Ben Schumacher. Schumacher on the ground to Hudson Clevenger. Clevenger with space in front, waiting for support. Nelson's off. He'll have to leave it. A little quick on the whistle there, but offside call will be a free kick for the Hound Dogs. Schumacher steals, gets it to Perigin with space in the middle. Clevenger on the run, plays it through to Clevenger. Clevenger out ahead, holds up play, looking for Perigin across the middle. Clevenger wins it off the deflection. Back to Perigin, takes the shot, and Perigin buries the goal. Cougars up 7-0.
Go, Dogs.
Grayson Crumrine subbing the game for Anredder on the left back position.